Charlie, Charles Ellison, and I'm with Civil 3D Training. And we're back with a brand new tutorial, a brand new stream. And before we start, as always, I wanted to divert your attention over to civil3d.tv, where you can sign up for free monthly Civil 3D tutorial updates. It's a newsletter that goes out at the beginning of every month. It's going to be coming out here shortly. It's the end of January, but I would encourage you to sign up. And if you haven't been following us for a little while, you'll get links to kind of catch up with a lot of the streams. And here at the website, you can go to a lot of the free tutorials and learn that way. If you'd like to just cut to the chase with a lot of the content, I would encourage you to start a free trial by clicking that blue button. Click for a free 3-day trial. There you can get access to all of the edited, customized content. If we go into modeling a surface, we've got the tutorial zip files. All the drawing files are contained within this zip folder. And you can go through all of these different videos that cut straight to the chase as far as being able to do different aspects of Civil 3D. You can go that route, or you can go to youtube.com/civil3d, and you can sign up by clicking this blue join button for a membership. You can go with the $9.99 a month membership. It gives you access to the latest 10 videos along with the exercise files, or you can go with the all access membership that gives you access to everything, all of the edited content. With the streamed content, a lot of it is just going through my tutorial notes here and just a real dirty version of the tutorial. We go through some reviews, kind of go through some of the questions that people might have about Civil 3D, or even if you have questions about civil engineering, the actual profession of civil engineering. I've been involved with it ever since about 1999 when I was in high school. And I've just progressed in my career, and I might be able to give you a little bit of insight if you're interested. If you're a student, that's maybe in high school right now, if you're thinking about getting into civil engineering, hey, leave me a comment. I can do my best to help you out. If you're in college right now, sometimes a lot of the courses don't necessarily gear themselves towards learning the actual program, learning Civil 3D. So if you want to gain some experience, hey, you can follow along with us on the live stream, or you can sign up for a membership to learn more and more about the program. But enough of that business. Now that that stuff's out of the way, let's get into the actual subject matter. Okay. Now where we left off, if I go into my notes real quick here, we left on changing a label style. But in this exercise, we're going to be getting into creating a label style that refers to another object. So in this exercise, you'll use the reference text component to create a single label style that annotates two objects of different types. The reference text label component is used to annotate multiple types of objects with a single label. You can insert references to surfaces, profiles, parcels, and alignments. Each reference text component can refer to only one Civil 3D object. If you need a label style to refer to several objects, create a separate reference text component for each referenced object. In this exercise, you'll create a label style that displays the alignment station and surface elevation for each horizontal geometry point. This exercise continues from changing a label style, as I said before. So we're going to go ahead and create a label style that refers to another object. This exercise uses the labels-5C drawing with the modifications you made in the previous exercise. So let's get started. Actually, my mouth's a little dry. Hold up, folks. Told you this is a quick and dirty live stream. Alrighty then. Make some adjustments to my headset here real quick. Okay. In the tool space, what we're going to do, we've got our tool space right here. We're going to go to the Settings tab. We're going to go to Alignments. We're going to expand that. Then Label Styles, Station. I know, again, all this stuff tends to get kind of buried within Civil 3D. It takes some experience to be able to, I guess, kind of find some of the things that you're looking for, especially as it pertains to styles. Where are we at here? Station, Geometry Point Collection. Let's expand that. Okay, let me expand this a little bit. I'm going to select the style perpendicular with tick and line. I'm going to right click and I'm going to select copy. And I get my label style composer. In the label style composer dialog box on the information tab, which is what we're on right now, we're going to rename this. We're going to call this Surface Elevation at Alignment Station. Then we're going to click the Layout tab. You can use this tab to create and edit label style components. You'll modify the existing line and geometry point components and then create two new label components for the new label style. The first component will display the surface elevation and the second component will display the alignment station. So under the component name, we're going to select line. Click this drop down and select line. Now we're going to specify the following parameters. Okay. Start point component. We're going to select tick. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm going to expand this a little bit more. There we go. So you can see what I just changed. I changed the start point anchor component from feature to tick. And then we're going to change the start point anchor point from top left to middle center. And you can see there was a slight change that happened in our preview window right here. And then we're going to have a fixed length of 15. And that changed in our preview. Now under the component name, I'm sorry, here we go. component name, geometry point, and station. See if we can change this a little bit so we can see what we got going on. Under component name, geometry point, station, specify the following parameters. Anchor component, we're going to leave it on line. Anchor point, we're going to leave that on end. Attachment, we're going to change this to middle left. And then we're going to give it an X offset of 2. And you can see what happened in the preview window. Now, we're going to click this arrow right next to Create Text Component. Then we're going to select Reference Text. A reference text label component refers to other object styles in the drawing. Instead of the object type you're labeling, in this case, the reference text component will refer to a surface object. So in the Select Type dialog box, we're going to select Surface right here and click OK. Now in the Label Style Composer dialog box, we're going to specify the following parameters. For name, actually let me get my bearings here. For name, we're going to call this elevation. And press enter. For the anchor component, we're going to change that to geometry point and station. For the anchor point, we're going to go with bottom left. And then for attachment, where's attachment? We're going to change this to top left. So a lot of different changes happening with this label style. Now under text in the contents row, we're going to change that. Where's my text? Contents, label text. Here we go. Click this button right here. We get our text component editor. Now in the text component editor dialog box in the preview pane, we're going to replace, what do we have here? I can barely see it. It says, right now it says label text. We're going to replace that with capital EL colon. And then under properties, we're going to select surface elevation. And then we're going to add that. Well, you can barely see this. So we've got elevation colon. Then we have our surface elevation. It's going to read our surface. Then click OK. Now in the Label Style Composer dialog box, click the General tab. Move that over here. Now we're going to set the flip anchors, which is right here. We're going to change that to true. Using this setting ensures that when the labels are flipped to maintain plan readability, they will display as a mirror image of the original labels. Now in the Label Style Composer dialog box, we're going to click OK. And now we're going to apply the label style that refers to another object. So in the drawing, we're going to pan to the intersection of Main Street and East Street alignments. So right now this is West Street. This is East Street. But if we select it, we can't really select the alignments because it's an XREF. So we're going to right click, select Insert. Then we select it again. We need to explode this block. Type in X. And then select our block. Now we get our alignments. This is a parcel segment. We need to select. Actually, we need to zoom in to East Street and Main Street. This is Main Street right here, and this is East Street. So we need to zoom in right about here. Now under Annotate, got our Annotate menu. Under Add Labels, click this drop down. Under Alignment, we're gonna add station labels. Now we're gonna select one of the station labels on the East Street alignment right here. Now in the Alignment Labels dialog box, we're going to specify the following parameters. For type, we're going to go with geometry points. For the geometry point label style, we're going to change this to surface elevation at alignment station, which is what we just created. Then we're going to click Add. In the Geometry Points dialog box, we're going to clear everything by selecting this clear box to clear all the checkboxes. Then select the alignment beginning, then click OK. In the Alignment Labels dialog box, we're going to click OK. And then we're going to drag our new label by clicking the grip right about over to here. Then click or hit Escape. Now notice that the label is added to the alignment, but the elevation value is still displayed as question marks. So it's not reading our surface elevation just yet. These characters are displayed because you have not associated a surface with the elevation component. So the label style that refers to an alignment and surface with no surface associated with the label, this is what it's going to look like. It's just going to be question marks. Now control click the surface elevation, hold down control, click this question mark, or I'm sorry, click this this label right here, and then right click and select properties. We already get our properties that are showing up, but I just want to go through this step. Now in the properties palette under reference text objects, which is roughly right here. Is there anything else here? Looks like there's more. Oh, that's all of it. Okay. You see right here, it says surface elevation at alignment. Currently, it's set to none. Now we're going to select this, click the drop down, and we're going to select Labels Surface Composite. Now that's the surface name that appears in our list. So this is the surface that we want to select. That's what we want to read from. Now escape out of this, and you can see that our elevation is now reading from that particular surface. And that's essentially it, folks. That's all there is to it. Now, in the next few tutorials that we're going to be doing, we're going to be using expressions in labels. That can get kind of fun. We've gone through label styles, but we're going to have a few exercises where we're using expressions in labels. Now, these tutorials will demonstrate how to use expressions, which are mathematical formulas that modify a property within a label style. You use text, lines, and block data components to present static data in a label style. However, expressions modify the data in the standard label style components. For example, in the Layout tab of the Label Style Composer dialog box, you can insert an expression in place of a static value when determining the text height of a label. This expression could increase the text height of the spot elevation label to coincide with the elevation height. I used expressions in a previous job. I had used expressions within a label style to read a top of curb elevation. Within an expression for a label style, you can calculate, okay, here is the gutter surface elevation, but I want to add an extra 6 inches to accommodate for, the top of curb elevation. So when you're setting different points and things like that, your proposed grade label will read the proper elevation for a top of curb elevation. Hey, what's up there, Sammy boy? Hey, Sam. Sam, the inspirational nomad, just stopped by to say hi. What's up, brother? How you doing? Man, what a day! Very, very busy day today for sure. But that's what I used these expressions within labels for. Is when I'm putting in proposed grades, it'll automatically read a top of curb elevation. So that's pretty helpful. That helped quite a bit when grading a site. But in later exercises, we're going to be getting into creating an expression. And then in the second exercise, we're going to be inserting an expression into a label style. So that's essentially it, folks. So again, I want to draw your attention to the YouTube channel, the membership. You can go through all of my past live streams. A lot of them tend to be, anywhere from about a half-hour long sessions. But if you want to get through things rapidly, sign up to be a member for a month or two and just kind of go through a lot of these videos. You also have access to the exercise files, which you might not necessarily have through just the free stream, but you'll have access to it if you're a member. And again, click the blue join button. 2 different ways to get access to being a membership: $9.99 a month, 10 of the latest free video, or 10 of the latest edited videos. Excuse me. You can do the all access, $29.99 for access to the entire library. Or, again, you can start a free trial by going to civil3d.tv, clicking on the blue Start Free Trial button, and this will give you access to the subscription. Again, some people, what they do is, shoot, if you can get through as many videos as you can within 3 days, more power to you. But if you just need a refresher course when it comes to learning more aspects about the program, sign up for the monthly membership. Go month to month. Or if you want to stick around for the entire year for all of the latest edited content, you can go for the annual version. But yeah, don't miss out on the 3-day free trial. I would highly recommend that. But that's all I got for you tonight, guys. We're running about a half hour, just as we usually do. And I guess I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Peace.